Today that you're able to do video. So you're doing the video now. Let me know if you're in focus. In focus.
I don't know what else to talk about now.
The camera is actually rolling, so.
But yeah, you know, I feel like, honestly, I really feel we have an opportunity. Like going back to the first thing we talked about, you know, I would really like people to contribute to this. You know, I really like people to, you know, to come on board this train. You know, I would really like for us to involve as many people as possible. You know,
I want you to address the Anambarian youth. I don't know about you, but I've come to realize that there is so much
potential.
Yes, there's so much potential in Anambra,
and
there's so much we can do in Anambra State. So we already started back in school. So I want us to focus on the average Anambra youth, and that's the honest truth. So I want you to say something, because this video is going to go viral. I want every Anambra youth to listen to this video and be inspired, be encouraged. You know,
I think for me,
I know it's difficult, but
it's the reason why it's difficult is you can't take away what is happening in Anambra State or Nigeria at the moment. You can't take it out of the conversation, and that's why it's difficult for me in the sense that you don't want to sound aloof or kind of ignorant or kind of
not as if
you're not concerned. You know, but at the same time, I get what you mean in the sense that we need to do something as Anambrarians. You know, we have an opportunity in our hands come November to decide for ourselves. If you're married and have kids, for your kids, if you're a father, if you're a mother, for your own children as well, for your grandkids, we have an opportunity to decide for ourselves, what do we want as Anambrarians? You know, what do we want? Sorry.
No, yeah, sure. And then my focus again is even beyond the election, because the honest truth, I was speaking with my friend today, and we really couldn't pick out who is the best candidate out of everybody
like we said
right now.
It's really hard.
You know, it's difficult to actually say who do we even go for.
Anambra, for example, has been in politics since I was a child.
Like, do you understand?
There's nothing you can point to and say that Anambra has done that was good for Anambrarians.
Do you understand? And there's just so many, all of them have something to say on each other. So I think the focus is why I said I want you to address the average Anambra youth, and I want you to keep addressing them. You know, I want your voice to be something they can remember and have hope. The point I'm trying to make is this: we are trying to form a coalition of young
people,
young patriotic citizens,
men and women,
like-minded, who can come together. So, and the movement has started. It started with you. It started with us, and it will keep going forward. So, even beyond the election, let's keep forming that coalition. Let's keep inviting the young. You know, every concerned young Anambra.
But to do for me to your point, which is what can we do now? What we can do, number one, like you said, is keep coming together, keep talking about these things, keep having conversations about these issues, and also now an election is coming up in two months time, right?
About 2 months in November.
Get your PVC, you know, and on that day, no matter whether it's raining or whether it's sunny or whatever, stand in line and vote. It's very important. I have to applaud people. Some people on Instagram and people pushing this voting, you know, to go and get your PVC. Like, I think I've forgotten their name. We vote official. They are doing a great job, you know, because we need that kind of what's it called?
Sensitization.
Exactly, we need that. You know, you can't just sit on our arms and, you know, keep praying and keep hoping. And most importantly, we can't let people that died last year in the NSAS movement, we can't let their deaths be in vain. Something I was telling you last year was when that happened was that things like this, you have to, you know what, we've lost lives because of this. We've lost great officials, you know, young men and women have died for this cause. You know, we can't just let it be in vain. So we have to start doing so. Now what we can do is now, when INEC announced 2 months ago that they've started on the website to register people to get their PVCs, in a normal country, that website would have crashed, to be honest. You know, in a normal country, the day INEC is announced and the day that day INEC begins the voter registration online, we would have crashed the website because people would have been rushing to go and register and get their PVCs.
Are you sure it did not crash?
I don't think it did. If it did, it would have been breaking news, but I don't think it did. Knowing Nigeria is, we are so lackluster.
Yeah, exactly. I won't lie to you. I feel like people are not even motivated to get it.
And that's our job now.
And
that's
people don't even want to vote because they believe their votes won't count.
And the reason why I believe it's gonna work is this, and I'm sorry to bring this up, right? Look at other movements, like for example the IPOB movement, which Anambra is leading. Look at how vociferous and how passionate these people are. These people are so passionate about Anambra, about Biafra, and so motivated. It tells you that if we can have something that is, not really as a counter, but something else, it tells that people can also jump on it and also be motivated as well for it. You know what I mean? Like Nigerians, if Nigerians choose for something to happen, and not just Nigerians, human beings in general, if we are passionate about something, we can.
But what agitates them is pain. Which is what
our job now is to channel that in the right way.
It is intellectuals that will be able to
that's our job now. Our job is to channel those pains.
But I'm afraid that our intellectuals are leaving the country, and those that are remaining are not even. I'm being very honest, they don't have any faith in the voting process.
People are giving up, but one thing I was thinking about is this, right? Anambra State is the second largest state by population in Nigeria after Lagos State. I read about it. I did some research into it. I want to believe at least we have, let me say, 3 million people that are eligible to vote, or even more than that have more than 18 years. Imagine if all those people decide to, get their PVCs and votes. It's going to be very hard to rig the election. It's going to be very difficult for the federal government to impose a candidate on this. It's going to be very hard. No way you have 3 million people coming out voting for one candidate. It's not possible. The reason why FG can come out tomorrow and take out the elected person and put in their own person is only because at the end of the day, people that voted are only 200,000. That's what happened in Imo State. I think it was 300,000 people that voted.
Really?
I don't think it's very hard for you to see a state election in Nigeria against not 1 million votes. It's very difficult.
Are you sure?
I'm sure. I saw the Imo State election results. I'm certain that no candidate got up to 1 million. And even if you put all the candidates together and all the votes, I don't think it even got up to 1 million. The most you could see was PDP 200,000 plus, APC 300,000 plus. In that margin,
okay, I understand
and that's why it's easy for them to manipulate these results and get what they want. But let's say you have one person gathering votes of 2 million people, and the second person is gathering 100,000. You can't read the election. You can't impose your candidates because the victory is overwhelming. The majority is overwhelming majority. You're at that point you're really messing with fire.
Yeah.
But the reason why they can take out the guy in Imo State and bring in Uzodoma is because they know Ihedioha perhaps even got in there illegally or got in there by rigging. And they know that Ihedioha is also so popular as well. No matter how you want to put it, because if he's really popular, I mean, come on, that wouldn't have happened.
I mean, he's quite popular, but the point is, I think the government knows that we are very nonchalant towards these things. They know that they can get away with anything that they do.
They know. And going to the point we made before, that systems of countries or states are determined by the people that live in those systems or countries. You can never have someone like Buhari running a country like England. It's not possible. You can never have someone like Buhari. You can never even have
England vote for someone like Buhari.
Exactly. It goes both ways. So at some point, honestly, we have to, at some point, and that's what I believe we are trying to do. We are trying to, and what is also going to help us to do is also going to help us in being accountable, in the sense that because we've begun this and because we want to get you involved, you're going to hold us accountable in the sense that we want to keep doing this. We don't want to at some point give up. We don't want to at some point, 2 months, 3 months down the line, we don't want to, be like, we are tired. By you guys joining us, we're gonna feel like there's some people relying on us to do this.
It's no longer just us.
Exactly, it's bigger than us. It's a movement now. It's something that we have to keep on doing, keep on talking about. Yes.
All right. That's
enough.